Welcome back to another video from your favorite channel AI Ally. You won't believe what Google's AI has been up to lately. We've got some insane updates that are about to blow your mind. From tools that can write news articles to tech that turns thoughts into music. This AI may read your brain next. So quickly hit subscribe if you haven't and let's dive in. Google's rumored new AI tool Genesis has been causing quite a stir. This software can supposedly ingest facts and current events and automatically generate full news articles. The New York Times reported that Google demoed this technology for major publishers like The Times, Washington Post, and News Corp. Reactions were mixed, with some executives feeling unsettled and that it underestimated the human effort behind quality journalism. Google maintains these AI writing aids are only meant to assist journalists, not replace them. So what capabilities does Genesis have, and should we be concerned about automating the news? While details are scarce, leaked information suggests Genesis can take a data input like details of current events and produce entire news stories in different styles. This goes further than tools that just suggest text or summarize. The AI apparently can draft full articles on its own with no human involvement. Now, intelligently generating formulaic earnings reports or sports recaps from structured data is one thing, but automating broader news risks a lack of oversight and accountability. Even the most advanced AI still makes factual errors and has inherent biases from training data. Without robust editing, Genesis written stories could appear authoritative while containing critical flaws, and optimized for speed and scale, it privileges quantity over nuanced truth. Some argue that AI-assisted news summarization has merits if it links to full original reporting, but don't aggregators already exist? And removing clicks distances context. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Additionally, many worry automating news production further commodifies truth as disposable content rather than indispensable civic duty. The value of journalism lies in investigation, analysis, and integrity. Outsourcing those human values to algorithms is concerning. However, when applied judiciously, AI can help journalists, say by lightening workloads around repetitive tasks. This frees up time and energy for where humans excel: deep investigative reporting and compelling storytelling. The key is thoughtful implementation with strong oversight. Looking broader, Genesis seems part of a pattern with Google's AI projects lately featuring ambitious capabilities but also potential for harm. For example, the Bard chatbot can articulate thoughtful prose but sometimes confidently spouts falsehoods. Google's healthcare AI often gave less accurate advice than real doctors in testing. Rushing new AI products without rigorously addressing risks has become typical of big tech's breakneck pace, but when generating information that shapes public understanding, the stakes couldn't be higher. How Google ethically implements Genesis sets an important precedent. Now let's look at a fascinating new study where Google used AI in a very different way, converting brain scans into music. Researchers had subjects listen to over 500 songs of different genres in an fMRI scanner capturing their brain activity. They fed these neurological data patterns into a model called Brain2Music. It uses Google's Music LM system, which generates songs based on text descriptions. Learning the connections between brain activity and musical features, it produced musical compositions that resembled what participants were hearing. The generated songs matched genres, moods, and instrumentation of the original music just from brain data. We can listen to the outputs on Google Research's GitHub. The reconstructions sound impressively similar to the stimuli, capturing the essence of genres from classical to metal. This offers a proof of concept for thought-to-music conversion. The study's authors say it could lead to software that decodes thoughts and imagination to create songs, without needing specific musical inputs. The idea of an AI composer telepathically reading your thoughts to generate custom songs still seems far-fetched, but Brain2Music offers a glimpse of this sci-fi future. As neural interfaces continue advancing, we're inching closer to technology that could one day enable purely mind-driven music creation. While a brain-reading DR may seem niche, the broader possibilities of decoding thoughts are profound. Neural signals contain imagery, intent, and emotions, our innermost cognitions. AI that accurately interprets them essentially achieves artificial telepathy. Researchers predict such advanced neural decoding could enable controlling devices, media experiences, and even communication purely through thinking. But it also raises deep concerns around privacy, security, and consent. And here comes a few questions. What if governments or companies decoded minds without consent, surveilling intentions, ideas, and psychological states? Commercial or law enforcement brain hacking creates a nightmarish thought police. Experts warn misuse of these technologies by authorities would be catastrophic for human rights. Our innermost contemplation, imagination, and emotional landscape could become data for exploitation. For now, most advanced decoding methods remain confined to lab conditions with willing participants. But we must future-proof policies and social norms around consent, or else cognition liberty could evaporate once scanning resolution improves exponentially. To understand where thought-reading capability is headed, current milestones are telling. Wearable headsets can already translate thoughts into text messages or commands. Brain implants even let paralyzed patients type just by thinking. These tools suggest our brains may become the next major computing interface. Inside our heads we think fast, feel intuitive, and imagine vividly. AI that taps this mental flow would enable unprecedented creation. With enough data and progress, it's conceivable neural networks could simulate our context and memories to generate media indistinguishable from human creativity. Art, music, stories. The next decade may determine if human minds remain inviolate or become playthings for algorithms. How we steer this crossroads today shapes whether creativity and conscience endure as the ultimate domain of the living human spirit. The trajectory of brain decoding research has unsettling implications, but just how far along are we really in achieving artificial telepathy? While technology is progressing rapidly, there remain significant barriers to capturing our innermost contemplations. Most demonstrations of thought extraction require fMRI machines, which are costly, immobile, and require consent. Consumer-grade EEG headsets offer portable brain data gathering, but lack the resolution for deep neural insights. So for now, advanced mind reading like reconstructing memories or dreams remains confined to controlled lab conditions with willing participants. Real-world applications are limited. Hypothetically, future neuromorphic algorithms may need minimal data to infer full cognition, a few snippets of brain signals paired with powerful generative AI. Authorities could covertly scan thoughts on the street without bulky equipment. Nowhere to hide, even tinfoil hats won't work. But will society show that wisdom? Today's digital economy already monetizes our attention and data without always seeking consent. Few protections exist around collecting and exploiting neural data. We are cruising ahead blindly. The trajectory is clear. Neural interfaces look likely to subtly invade more of our lives in the coming years. At first to augment our experiences and environment. But eventually our thoughts may open to extraction more than we ever imagined possible. We must guide this trajectory wisely. Researchers developing such revolutionary technologies have an ethical mandate to put strict safeguards and consent front and center. Policymakers must enact far-sighted rules that protect human dignity and agency, so all of us should reflect on the philosophical and spiritual implications of melding our minds with AI. Will we uplift human potential or unconsciously surrender our free will? The choices we make today will reverberate for generations. Our mental sovereignty hangs in the balance. And that's all for today. If you're excited about AI innovations and want to stay updated with the latest trends and insights, subscribe and turn on notifications. Remember, AI is not our enemy, but our ally, ushering us into a future of endless possibilities.